Hi students, in previous lecture we have completed concepts on circles part 1. Today we will see miscellaneous problems related to the concepts which we have covered till now. Okay, we will start. This problem is a very simple problem, basic problem. The centroid of an equilateral triangle is 0, 0 and the length of its altitude is 6. Then equation of circumcircle of this triangle is, observe this. I want circumcircle of this equilateral triangle. Suppose it is an equilateral triangle. Let the vertices be ABC. Because it is an equilateral triangle, here centroid is given, but in an equilateral triangle, centroid coincides with circumcenter. Therefore, centroid is given means circumcenter of this triangle is given. That is equal to 0, 0 given. What else we need here to do this problem? To find equation of the circle, radius we want. And what is the other data given here? Length of the altitude is given. Length of the altitude means from any vertex you take, suppose it is from this vertex if you take. Because it is an equilateral triangle, altitude is nothing but median also. And it is the centroid and I can take it is the median. And we know centroid divides any of its median in the ratio 2:1. And because it is the circumcenter, this OA is nothing but radius of the circle. It is not 2. This G divides AD in the ratio 2:1. And total length AD equal to given 6. Therefore, AG is equal to, because this point divides in the ratio 2:1, 2 by 2 plus 1 into 6, it is equal to 4. Hence, radius of the circumcircle is 4 units and center of the circle is 0, 0. Hence, equation of circle is x square plus y square is equal to 16. A simple result it is. Next, second problem. A good problem, very important model. A variable circle passes through the fixed point A, P, Q. That is, one point P, Q is given on that circle. And it touches x-axis. Then they are asking us to find locus of the other end of the diameter passing through that point capital A, that fixed point capital A. Observe this, what is the data given? Variable circle passing through a point P, Q and it touches x-axis. Let us draw this diagram. A circle which touches x-axis. Suppose let us take this is the circle and given it is passing through a point capital A. Somewhere say let it be it is capital A whose coordinates are P, Q. It is x-axis and it is y-axis. Let it be origin. Now, what they are asking us to find locus of other end of the diameter passing through capital A. Suppose say it is the center. Let B be the other end of the diameter and I will take whose coordinates are alpha, beta. Now, I want locus of this alpha, beta. I want locus of this alpha, beta, and of course, when it touches x-axis. Hope you understood the meaning of the problem first. I will do method 1 first. Now the moment if you look at this one, because these are the extremities of the diameter, we can write equation of circle passing through these 2 points having A comma B as ends of diameter. I will write equation. Therefore, equation of circle with AB as diameter is x minus alpha into x minus p plus y minus beta into y minus q equal to 0, or x square plus y square minus of alpha plus p into x minus of beta plus q into y plus alpha p plus beta q equal to 0. Now, what is the center of the circle? Center is alpha plus p by 2 comma beta plus q by 2. Now, it is the equation of circle with these 2 as ends of diameter. What is the other condition they have given? This circle touches x-axis. It touches x-axis means length of the intercept made by this circle is 0. And length of the intercept made by that circle on x-axis means 2 into root of g square minus c should be equal to 0. G square is equal to c. It is of the form minus g comma minus f. G square means square of this term, that is alpha plus p by 2 whole square is equal to c, means constant term here. What is the constant term? Alpha p plus beta q is equal to alpha p plus beta q. Therefore, expand it and cross multiplication. Alpha square plus p square plus 2 alpha p equal to 4 alpha p plus 4 beta q. That implies alpha square, if I bring this side, minus 2 alpha p plus p square is equal to 4 beta q. Left hand side, it is alpha minus p whole square is equal to 4 beta q. Therefore, locus of alpha comma beta is x minus p whole square is equal to 4qy will be the answer. Once again, circle is passing through a fixed point p comma q and touches x-axis. Then we need locus of other end of the diameter passing through capital A we want. I have taken it as alpha comma beta, and because these are the ends of diameter, we can write equation of circle with AB as diameter. This is the equation and expanded, and center of the circle will be this one. Since the circle touches x-axis, we know length of the intercept made by that circle on x-axis 0. 2 into root of g square minus c equal to 0 implies g square equal to c. G square means alpha plus p by 2 whole square equal to c, constant term alpha p plus beta q. That implies alpha square plus p square plus 2 alpha p equal to 4 times of alpha p plus 4 times of beta q. Bring this side, it will become alpha square minus 2 alpha p plus p square equal to 4 beta q. It is alpha minus p whole square equal to 4 beta q. Hence, locus of alpha comma beta is x minus p whole square equal to 4qy will be the locus. Now, we will see other method. Yes, I have taken other end of the diameter as alpha comma beta only. Now what is center of this circle you see? Alpha plus p by 2 comma beta plus q by 2. Midpoint of AB. Because it touches x-axis, we know when center is this one, radius is nothing but y coordinate of this point only. Radius is equal to y coordinate. Y coordinate means what I can write? Mod of beta plus q by 2. Now what is the relation I can write? You see, AB, if I take, what is AB? Diameter only, it is a 2r. It is equal to 2 times of radius is nothing but mod of beta plus q by 2. Or AB square is equal to beta plus q whole square. What is AB square? Alpha minus p whole square plus beta minus q whole square is equal to beta plus q whole square. Hence, alpha minus p whole square is equal to beta plus q whole square minus beta minus q whole square, a plus b whole square minus of a minus b whole square, 4ab, 4 beta q, it is what? Alpha minus p whole square. Therefore, locus of that point is x minus p whole square is equal to 4qy will be the equation. Observe this. Alpha comma beta is the other end, therefore it is the diameter. Midpoint if I take center, because circle touches x-axis. Y coordinate of the center is nothing but radius. Therefore, radius equal to mod of beta plus q by 2. But total AB distance is nothing but diameter 2r. Therefore, 2 into radius is mod of beta plus q by 2. AB is equal to mod of beta plus q. If I square it on both sides, and AB is a distance between these 2 points only I have written, and on simplification alpha minus p whole square equal to 4 beta q, hence locus is x minus p whole square equal to 4 qy. Now we will see other method to handle the same problem. Yes, other end alpha comma beta, locus of that point only I want. Center if you take alpha plus p by 2 comma beta plus q by 2. When center alpha plus p by 2 comma beta plus q by 2, coordinates of this point, I will take it as a p, I can write on x-axis. It is alpha plus p by 2 comma 0. It touches means x coordinate this one only alpha plus p by 2 and comma 0. And now, because it is the diameter, angle BPA is 90 degrees, angle in a semicircle. Because here it is 90 degrees, we can write slope of BP into slope of AP equal to minus 1. Therefore, I can write angle BPA is equal to 90 degrees implies slope of BP into slope of AP is equal to minus 1. What is slope of BP? Difference of y coordinates by difference of x coordinates, beta minus 0 by alpha minus alpha plus p by 2 into slope of AP q minus 0 by p minus of alpha plus p by 2 is equal to minus 1. Here LCM is 2 into, here for this 2 and for this 2, 2 into 2, 4, that comes to numerator. It is 4 beta q by denominator 2 alpha minus alpha, alpha minus p. It is 2p minus p minus alpha it will become. It is equal to minus 1. Here alpha minus p and I will take minus common here, it is minus of alpha minus p and I will take that side, that will become plus. Therefore, on cross multiplication it will become alpha minus p whole square equal to 4 beta q. Hence, locus of this point is alpha comma beta is alpha, replace alpha with x and replace beta with y, x minus p whole square is equal to 4qy is the locus. You can use to handle this problem. All three are simple methods only. We will move to the next problem. Yes, other problem. Previous entrance question and similar model problems they are asking on almost all competitive exams. Important model. If two distinct cards drawn from the point P comma Q on the circle x square plus y square equal to px plus qy, where product PQ not equal to 0. In the sense they have given none of these two is 0, are bisected by x-axis, then which of the following is correct? Means relation for P and Q are they are asking, P square equal to Q square, or is it equal to 8q square, or less than 8q square, or greater than 8q square. Right. See this. It is the circle, and of course the circle is passing through 0 comma 0. Let us take, and from a point P comma Q, I will take, suppose it is the point capital A whose coordinates are P comma Q. Now cards are drawn from this point which are bisected by x-axis. Suppose, let me take, it is one card bisected by x-axis means this distance C. Let it be, it is M, and suppose it is the another card which is bisected by x-axis I will take, and let it be, it is N. Now, if I take this point, some B if I take, now B is midpoint of MA, and since it is x-axis, y coordinate of this B must be equal to 0. Y coordinate of this equal to 0 means, here you see, suppose if I take it is alpha comma beta. Now what it will become midpoint? Alpha plus p by 2 comma beta plus q by 2. Now it is a midpoint. Beta plus q by 2 should be 0, or beta plus q equal to 0, beta equal to minus q. Notice this point. From A, P comma Q, cards are drawn which are bisected by x-axis. Suppose if I take other end of the card capital M whose coordinates are alpha comma beta, since this is bisected by x-axis means midpoint of this one should lie on x-axis. Midpoint alpha plus p by 2 comma beta plus q by 2, because it is on x-axis means y coordinate equal to 0, beta equal to minus q. Therefore, this point will become alpha comma minus q. Now, it is a point on the circle only. I will substitute that. Now, alpha comma minus q lies on x square plus y square minus px minus qy equal to 0. that is alpha square plus minus q whole square minus p alpha minus q into minus q equal to 0. Alpha square minus p alpha q square plus q square plus 2q square equal to 0. Now, this value of q fixed implies this value also fixed. What is the variable here? Only alpha. Because two distinct cards are drawn, how many values you will get for alpha? Two values you must get. Two values we must get means this equation must have two distinct roots. That implies I can say discriminant of this equation should be greater than 0. Hope you understood here. Because two cards are drawn, that is values of alpha you will get two different values. Because it is a quadratic in alpha, you can get two values only when it has two distinct real roots. Implies a discriminant greater than 0. That implies a discriminant b square minus 4ac minus p whole square minus 4 into 1 into 2q square greater than 0 implies p square greater than 8q square. Simple one only, but of course you need to understand the concept. Cards drawing through a fixed point a p comma q, and how many cards are drawn? Two cards are drawn which are bisected by x-axis. Means if I take other end alpha comma beta, midpoint lies on x-axis, means y coordinate of this point 0, beta in terms of known value minus q, alpha comma minus q. Here what is the unknown or variable quantity? Only alpha, and it is a point on this circle I will substitute, but I must get two different values of alpha for these 2 points. This equation must have two distinct real roots, implies a discriminant greater than 0, hence p square greater than 8q square is the correct relation. Fourth option is correct. We will handle this problem in other way. What is a circle equation? X square plus y square minus px minus qy equal to 0, whose center is p by 2 comma q by 2. Yes, let it be the center whose coordinates are p by 2 comma q by 2. Now, I will take coordinates of this point B as h comma 0. Since this bisects this chord, therefore B is a midpoint. B is a midpoint means if I join from center to that point, it will become perpendicular bisector of this chord. That is, here it is 90 degrees. Now, because here it is 90 degrees, I can take slope of this line into slope of this line should be minus 1. Because these two are perpendicular lines. That is, I will write slope of CB into slope of AB is equal to minus 1. Q minus or Q by 2 minus 0. By p by 2 minus h into q minus 0 by p minus h is equal to minus 1. Slope of this is q by 2 minus 0 by p by 2 minus h. Slope of this is q minus 0 by p minus h is equal to minus 1. Here LCM 2 will get cancelled. Numerator it is q by denominator p minus 2h. Into it is q by p minus h is equal to minus 1, or q square is equal to cross multiplication minus of it is p square minus 2ph minus ph minus 3ph plus 2h square. Now I will write this as a quadratic equation in terms of h, implies it is a 2h square, this side I am bringing, minus 3ph plus q square plus p square is equal to 0. Observe this. It is a quadratic in terms of h I am writing, it is a 2h square plus 3ph this side minus 3ph, q square plus p square equal to 0. It is a quadratic in h, but how many such values of h must exist here? 2 values, because it is the midpoint of this card, because 2 distinct cards are drawn, therefore here also we must get other value of h. That is possible only when this equation has real and distinct roots. Therefore, for this equation discriminant greater than 0, it is a quadratic in h. Discriminant greater than 0 means it is a 9p square minus 4 into 2 into q square plus p square greater than 0. b square minus 4ac. 9p square minus 8p square, it is a p square minus 8q square greater than 0, implies p square greater than 8q square is the relation. Any of the methods you can attempt, all by using simple circle properties only, basic properties. Yes, it is the property that line joining of center to midpoint of any chord is perpendicular to that property I have used. In previous case we have used, whenever point lies on x-axis means y coordinate of that point equal to 0. Simple only the thing is you need to understand meaning of the question first, then you can apply whatever the method it clicks for you at that time. Hope you understood the second method also. We will move to the next problem. Okay, next problem. Here 2 bits are there in this problem, and this one also important one. Find equation of smallest circle passing through the points 1, 1 and 2, 2. While discussing the concepts, we have seen that point, that concept, and we will see it. And second one, and also find equations of largest circle passing through those 2 points and always lying in first quadrant. Okay, we will see this second part afterwards. First we will see that one. What is the concept behind it? You see, if you take any 2 points, capital A and capital B, as already we have discussed, how many circles are possible which are passing through 2 points? Infinitely many circles are possible. Yes, it is one circle passing through A comma B. It is one circle passing through A comma B, and it is one circle passing through A comma B, and so on. Infinitely many circles are passing through this. And if I want, yes, this is the another circle passing through A comma B, and so on. But observe this. Smallest circle means a circle having a least radius and also passing through those 2 points. You see here, if you take any 2 points, you can write a circle with these 2 as ends of diameter. That is, it is the diameter. Other than this circle, if you take any other circle, suppose if I take this as a circle, yes, we can say definitely this diameter is more than that of this diameter. And any circle where if you take what all other circles, this AB is a chord of all those circles. It is family of circles concept. Therefore, if I join this, it is a common chord for all those circles. If it is not the diameter and if it is a chord of the circle, then definitely if it is not the diameter means diameter is greater than that of this AB only wherever you take that circle. Hence, we can say smallest circle passing through these 2 points A comma B is nothing but circle with these 2 points as ends of diameter. Hope you got this point. Therefore, if you want equation of smallest circle passing through these points 1 comma 1 and 2 comma 2 means it is a circle with those 2 points as ends of diameter. Therefore, smallest circle is the circle with 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 2 as ends of diameter. Therefore, equation is x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus y minus 1 into y minus 2 is equal to 0, or x square plus y square minus 3x minus 3y plus 4 equal to 0 will be the equation. Hope you understood. These are all the circles passing through these 2 points A comma B. And for all these circles, AB is a chord. That circle will become smallest circle when this chord AB will become diameter of that circle. That is the concept here. Next problem. If the tangent at a point P on the circle x square plus y square plus 6x plus 6y minus 2 equal to 0 meets a straight line 5x minus 2y plus 6 equal to 0 at a point Q on y axis, then length of PQ is previous entrance question only, this one also. Understand meaning. P is a point on that circle. From that point one tangent is drawn. That tangent line intersects this line where at a point Q on y axis. Then length of PQ they are asking. Observe this. Suppose it is a circle, center at minus 3 comma minus 3, radius we do not want here. What actually, suppose, say here a point P is there on this one and a tangent is drawn from this point. Yes, it is the tangent. And this tangent line meets the straight line. What is the straight line? 5x minus 2y plus 6 equal to 0. At a point Q on y axis. Suppose it is y axis if I take and that other line is there. What is that line? That line is nothing but 5x minus 2y plus 6 equal to 0 meet at a point Q. That is the meaning. If you are able to understand the meaning of the problem, solution also works. Yes, a tangent at P intersect this line. But given that those two lines meet at a point Q on y axis. Now, because it is y axis, if I want to point this coordinates on y axis x equal to 0, x equal to 0 means 2y equal to 6, y equal to 3. Therefore, coordinates of Q are 0, 3. Now, that point coordinates we know. We want length PQ. See here. I can say of course, from a point P tangent is drawn and it means that we found coordinates of Q 0, 3. Now from a point here it is a tangent, means this PQ is length of the tangent. PQ is a length of the tangent from point 0 comma 3 to the circle, and you know that is root S1 complete. What is circle equation here? X square plus y square plus 6x plus 6y minus 2 equal to 0, and point Q is 0 comma 3. Therefore PQ is equal to root of S11. It is equal to square root of 0 plus 9 plus 0 plus 18 minus 2. 18 minus 2 16 plus 9 25, root 25 equal to 5. Therefore length PQ is equal to 5. Hope you understood this one. They have given a point on this circle. A tangent is drawn. This tangent line meets a straight line 5x minus 2y plus 6 equal to 0. Suppose if I take this is the line, these two intersecting. But given they intersect at a point on y axis, and that point Q they have given it as. I want Q coordinates because it is y axis, on y axis x equal to 0, therefore y value 3, therefore this point we get. And circle equation already given, it is point of contact, and distance between these two is nothing but length of the tangent, we know that is root S11. Circle equation and point, you know, root of S11 is this one. Such a simple problem it is, but if you need to identify those are intersecting at, on y axis at a point Q, coordinates of Q we want to do this problem. Next problem, the triangle PQR is inscribed in the circle x square plus y square equal to 25. If Q and R have coordinates 3 comma 4 and minus 4 comma 3 respectively, then what is angle QPR? See the problem first. That circle is circumcircle of this triangle PQR, and observe circle is x square plus y square equal to 25. Yes, it is a circle with center at 0 comma 0. Now triangle PQR is there, whose two coordinates are given Q and R. Q coordinates are 3 comma 4 and R coordinates are minus 4 comma 3. Yes, I am taking here the points 3 comma 4 and here it is minus 4 comma 3. Let it be, it is PQR, no, it is a Q and it is R, and somewhere here P is there, it is the triangle PQR. Yes, they are asking this angle. If it is theta, what is this angle? Generally I have taken, I put 3 comma 4 here, minus 4 comma 3. Don't think that this is in the first quadrant, this is in the fourth quadrant and so on. Don't think that this is in the first quadrant, it should be in the second quadrant. I have taken, to make you understand, I have taken card here, that's all. Circle equation given and coordinates of Q and R given. Directly they are asking angle QPR. Observe this. If you know coordinates of P directly, you can find slope of this line, tan theta equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2, a simple thing only that one. But you can do same thing, not with this point, with center you can do it. Yes. Center coordinates we know 0 comma 0. And whatever the angle if I find here, because this is the chord of the circle, if it subtends an angle alpha here at the circumference, it will become half of that only. That property also we have seen. Now, let me observe this slope. Slope of OQ is equal to 4 by 3. And slope of OR is minus 3 by 4. Yes, 4 by 3 and minus 3 by 4. M and minus 1 by M. Product of their slopes equal to minus 1. Over. Therefore, slope of OQ into slope of OR is equal to -1. It is equal to -1 means that this angle equal to 90 degrees. Angle subtended by a chord at the center equal to 90 degrees means this angle theta equal to 45 degrees. It is pi by 4 will be the answer for this problem. Let us see this problem. Let PQ and RS be tangent at the extremities of the diameter PR of the circle. So, PR is the diameter. They have given PQ and RS are the tangents at the ends. If PS and RQ intersect at a point capital X on the circle, then 2R, where R is the radius, that is a 2R value, they are asking in terms of PQ and RS. Equation of circle is not given, nothing is given. They have described one diameter they have taken, at the ends of the diameter tangents are drawn, and something else PS and RQ they have drawn, they are intersecting at a point X on the circle they have given, that. We will see this. First let us draw the diagram, we will get idea. It is a circle I will take. Now what is the diameter PR? It is point P, it is point R, it is the diameter. Now tangents PQ and RS. Yes, because these are the ends of the diameter, tangents are parallel. This tangent and this tangent will not intersect, they are parallel lines because it is the diameter. Now, of course, names given PQ one tangent, RS other tangent. Let it be, it is Q, and somewhere here it is S, PQ and RS. Now again, if PS means joining of these two and RQ joining of these two are intersecting at a point X on the circle. Okay, let me draw this, and also I will draw it. Yes, these two are intersecting at a point capital X on the circle. Now they are asking 2R means diameter PR, they are asking indirectly in terms of this PQ and RS. Observe this circle. Yes, because it is the diameter and it is a point on the circumference of the circle. This is angle in a semicircle 90 degrees. It is 90 degrees. Now in this triangle XPR, observe this, because I want relation for PQ and RS. If I take it is theta, then this angle will become 90 minus theta 1. Observe, I want a relation for PR, PQ and PS. That you have to observe this. I want relation for PR, which is a 2R, and PQ and RS, complete all these relations in terms of that. If I take the triangle PRQ, in triangle PRQ, if it is theta, it is the opposite side and it is the adjacent side. I will take tan theta is equal to PQ by PR. Hope you got it. Next I want relation for RS and PR. Now I will take the triangle RPS. It is the angle, if I take, it is the opposite side and it is the adjacent side. In triangle RPS, tan of 90 minus theta is equal to RS by PR. What is tan 90 minus theta here? Cot theta only, is equal to RS by PR. If I multiply these two, tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. Tan theta into cot theta is equal to PQ by PR into RS by PR. It is 1 cross multiplication. PR whole square is equal to PQ into RS. We want PR only, which is 2R. Therefore, PR root of PQ into RS. That PR is nothing but 2R only. Hence, 2R is equal to root of PQ into RS, means this is the correct answer for this problem. Hope you understood this problem. Complete pure conceptual question. Let us see this problem. What they are asking is, we need equation of the circle which touches this circle externally and to which the lines are normals. What is the meaning? Lines are normals means this represent pair of lines and those are normals, means those lines are passing through center of the required circle. If you find a point of intersection of these lines, that will become center of that circle. See here. Suppose if I take it is the required circle and it is the given circle, that is this one. For this center is given 3 comma minus 3. Radius is also 9 plus 9 minus 17 equal to 1. Now, I need center and radius of this circle to find equation of the circle. Because these are the normals, both are passing through center, it is one normal and is another normal. I will find center if I solve them. Let it be C1 and C. And let us find that center here. X square minus 3xy minus 3x plus 9y equal to 0. If I take x common, x minus 3y minus 3 into x minus 3y or x minus 3y into x minus 3 equal to 0. Therefore, these lines are x minus 3y equal to 0 and x equal to 3. X equal to 3 means y will become 1. Therefore, center of that circle is 3 comma 1. Center of that circle is 3 comma 1. I want radius. Because these two circles touch externally, distance between the centers D is equal to R1 plus R2. In previous lecture, we have covered this concept. Whenever two circles touch each other externally, D equal to R1 plus R2. Touch each other internally, D equal to mod R1 minus R2, we have seen. Now, what is the distance between the centers? Square root of 0 plus 16 is equal to R1 means R1 only, R2 means 1. It is 4 is equal to R1 plus 1, or that implies R1 equal to 3. Now, we know center of the circle and radius. Therefore, equation of the circle is x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square is equal to 3 square, or x square plus y square minus 6x minus 2y plus 1 equal to 0. 3 square will get cancelled. This is the equation of required circle. Next problem. This one previous JEE question, mains question. If a circle C is passing through a point 4, 0 and touches the circle x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y equal to 12 externally, like previous problem only, at a point, that is point of contact is given 1, minus 1. Then what is the radius of that circle C? Previous problem also touching externally, and of course normals to the first required circle given, we found center, and radius we found equation of circle. Here what is given, you see? Suppose it is the required circle C and it touches the circle. Let us take this is the circle, given circle, and whose equation is x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y minus 12 equal to 0. Externally, at a point given, what is this point, you see? It is nothing but 1, minus 1 given. Let it be a point of contact. And our required circle is passing through a point. What is the point? 4, 0. And what is center of this circle, you see? Center is minus 2, 3. And a point is there on this circle, somewhere I will take it is 4, 0. 4, 0 is a point on that circle. Now, I want radius of this circle. Observe this. It is the center. If I join these point of contact and centers, yes, this line always passing through the center of the circle only, because it is the point of contact. In previous class we have seen that line joining of these two is passing through the center. I can find equation of this line, and next I will take this as B. What else I will do is, if I join these two, it is a chord. And if I take perpendicular bisector of this chord, this also passing through center only. And if I solve these two equations, I will get coordinates of the center, and distance from this point to this point or this point to this point will become radius. I will take this is M. First let me write equation of AC1. And let it be, it is C2. Equation of AC2. What are coordinates of A? 1, minus 1, C2, minus 2, 3. Y plus 1 is equal to 4 by minus 3 into x minus 1. Minus 3y minus 3 is equal to 4x minus 4, or 4x plus 3y minus 1 equal to 0, equation 1. It is what equation of AC2, which is passing through the center. Next, what are coordinates of M, you see? Midpoint, 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2. because it is the midpoint of AB. Let me find slope of AB. Slope of AB, it is 1 by 3 only, 0 plus 1 by 4 minus 1. Hence, slope of MC1, it is equal to minus 3 because it is perpendicular. Now, I will write equation of line passing through this point and with slope minus 3. Therefore, equation of MC1 is y plus 1 by 2 is equal to minus 3 into x minus 5 by 2. LCM 2 will get cancelled on both sides. 2y plus 1 minus 3 into 2x minus 5. It is 6x plus 2y. It is 1, 15 means minus 14 equal to 0, or 3x plus y minus 7 equal to 0, equation 2. Now, I will solve 1 and 2, multiply second equation with 3. First equation is 4x plus 3y minus 1 equal to 0. Second will become 9x plus 3y minus 21 equal to 0, subtract. 4 minus 9 minus 5x plus 20 equal to 0, therefore, x is equal to 4. x4 means what is y value? Y equal to 7 minus 3x, 12, 7 minus 12 equal to minus 5. Therefore, center of the first circle, that is required circle, is 4 comma minus 5. Now, center we know, this point distance I will take, hence radius is equal to C1b equal to square root of 4 minus 4, 0 plus 5 square, it is equal to 5. Simple method. What given you see, I need equation of this circle, data given, it is passing through the point 4 comma 0 and it touches this circle at point 1 comma minus 1. I observed line joining of this center and this point of contact passing through this center of the circle. Therefore, I will get one normal equation only, that one at 1 comma minus 1. And because one more point is given, it is a chord, perpendicular bisector if I find, that is also passing through the center. And intersection of this line and this line will give center, and distance from this point to this one or this one will give radius of the circle. Therefore, radius is 5. Of course, other method also you can do it by taking center as alpha comma beta, or after finding this equation in terms of single parameter in terms of alpha, distance between this and this both are equal. You can solve alpha, you can find the coordinates and hence radius, but it is simple, I think. The straight line x plus 2y equal to 1 meets the coordinate axis at A and B. Now, a circle is drawn through A comma B and origin. Then, the sum of the perpendicular distances from A and B on the tangent to the circle at origin is. It is a simple problem. That line x plus 2y equal to 1, yes, it is the line x plus 2y equal to 1, intersects the coordinate axis at A and B. It is A whose coordinates 1 comma 0 and it is B whose coordinates are 0 comma 1 by 2. From that equation, x by 1 plus y by 1 by 2 equal to 1, intersection, these are the coordinates. Now, a circle passing through A, B and origin. A, B and origin means because it is 90 degrees, A, B should be the diameter of that circle. Yes, it is the circle. Now, what they are asking, then perpendicular distance is sum. from A and B on the tangent to the, then the sum of the perpendicular distances from A and B on the tangent to the circle at origin. Yes, a tangent is drawn at origin. It is a tangent. Now from A, one perpendicular is drawn, and from B, another perpendicular to this line. These distances we want. Let me write equation of circle first. Equation of circle. Because it is a right angle means it is diameter only, passing through the points A 1 comma 0 and B 0 comma half. X minus 1 into x plus y minus 0 into y minus 1 by 2 equal to 0. It is x square plus y square minus x minus 1 by 2 into y equal to 0. X square plus y square minus x minus 1 by 2 into y equal to 0 is the equation of circle. Now I will write equation of tangent at 0 comma 0. Equation of tangent at 0 comma 0 is S1 equal to 0. That is x1 plus y1 plus g means minus 1 by 2 into x plus x1 plus f means minus 1 by 4 into y plus y1 is equal to 0. Therefore, it is 0, 0 means minus 2x minus y equal to 0 or 2x plus y equal to 0. It is equation of the line tangent at 0, 0. That equation is 2x plus y equal to 0. Now, suppose if I take it is a d1 and it is a d2. I will find perpendicular distances. What is a d1? d1 is equal to perpendicular distance from 1 comma 0 to this line. 2 into 1 plus 0 by root of 4 plus 1, 5. It is equal to 2 by root 5. And d2 is perpendicular distance from 0 comma 1 by 2 to this line. 2 into 0 plus 1 by 2 by root 5. It is equal to 1 by 2 root 5. Hence, d1 plus d2 is equal to 2 by root 5 plus 1 by 2 root 5. LCM is 2 root 5. 2 to the 4 plus 1, 5. It is equal to root 5 by 2 is the answer. Therefore, once again you see this straight line intersects the coordinate axis at A and B. Now, a circle is drawn through these 2 points A comma B and origin. Then they are asking sum of the perpendicular distances from A and B on the tangent to the circle at origin is. We observed that this circle, required circle, is a circle with AB as a diameter. Therefore, I wrote equation of the circle. From that, for that equation, I wrote equation of tangent at 0 comma 0, S1 equal to 0. Therefore, equation of tangent at origin 2x plus y equal to 0. Now, perpendicular distances from 1 comma 0 to this line and 0 comma 1 by 2 to this line. If it is a d1, value I found. If it is d2, value I found. Sum is equal to 2 by root 5 plus 1 by 2 root 5, which is equal to 5 by 2 root 5. Root 5 by 2 is the answer. Today we have covered some problems based on the concepts which we have covered till now. And in the next class also, in the next lecture also, we will see some more problems based on these concepts only. And you also practice as many problems as you can from the worksheets or from the books or material available with you, so that you will get complete, perfection with these concepts. And application is more important. First, read all the concepts thoroughly and try to do as many problems as you can. And till then, take care and all the best.